I haven't done any 1 rep PRs in a while, but the last time that I did it for a traditional barbell squat, I was able to get 505 pounds. But the years leading up to this, I was a young gym bro, and I didn't have the best discipline when it comes to things like focusing on proper form or proper rest to recover. So when I was squatting over 500 pounds and repping in the 400s for sets for every workout, I was tweaking my back a lot. It wasn't just from barbell squats, but it definitely didn't help. So when I started the renovations for this home gym, one of the first things that I picked up was a belt squat attachment for my rack, specifically the French Sport Mammoth belt squat. This opened up the doors for me as I quickly discovered that I was able to do something similar to a barbell squat, but was able to save my back. However, a problem with the Mammoth belt squat attachment that I had was that I'm just too strong for it. I maxed out the weight horn that it came with and was having to do a lot of sets and reps just to feel anything. It also didn't help that this belt squat attachment was a lever design, so you just don't feel the full weight of the plates that you actually put on. And I eventually got a dual weight horn for my lever belt squat, but then it just became so cumbersome because again, you don't get the full 1-to-1 weight ratio, the full felt load. So I have to use like 14 45-pound plates to squat like 500 pounds. And I didn't want to deal with all the loading and unloading, not to mention all the costs of the plates that I would have to buy. So I needed something different, a different belt squat solution. After some research, I ultimately decided on the Titan Fitness SquatMax-MD, and there are many other options out there. I went with the SquatMax because many of the reviewers that are more experienced with belt squat machines mentioned that this is basically the best option if you want to get something that's as similar to a traditional belt squat movement as possible. There are other options that may be more versatile, but I prioritize getting the squats in first and foremost. Now, I want to preface that I just recently got the SquatMax in and have only done a few workouts with it. That being said, I have some thoughts to share that may be beneficial to anyone else interested in this machine. First, let's talk about shipment. The SquatMax-MD ships from Titan via freight in a wooden crate and pallet. As with all Titan products, the shipping was free. I ordered it early morning Friday and it shipped the same day. I received it the following Wednesday. It traveled from California to Washington State. In terms of the quality of packaging, I would say that it's pretty good. The pallet itself is nice and better than the one that I received from Rep Fitness for my Aries 2.0 cable attachment, which broke through the base because Rep didn't reinforce the bottom center of the pallet. Titan did a really good job with the pallet in general. On the inside, there's a lot of styrofoam and similar parts are packaged in separate boxes. I've watched reviews that mentioned how good this packaging is and how the SquatMax arrived for those reviewers pretty much flawlessly. I can't say it was the same for me, as my SquatMax just shows some scratches and gouges to the finish here and there. Also, the weight pin that you load all your plates onto is not coated on the inside, it's actually hollow, and mine arrived already with a thin layer of rust oxidation in there. If these are things that you're worried about, Titan does offer shipping protection for an additional cost. When it comes to installation, most of what you'll receive are large parts, so the whole thing is held together only by a few bolts. The entire installation process doesn't take too long. My only complaint is that this is one of those products that doesn't come with a traditional paper manual, but only a QR code that you can scan to access the manual digitally. I personally hate this because it just makes the entire process slower, because most of us are going to be looking at the manual on our phones, and the manual itself isn't all that detailed. You really have to zoom in quite a bit to figure out which bolt is which. And again, it's not really all that difficult, but it's just time consuming and annoying. I was able to get the entire installation done by myself, so I don't think most of you are going to have too much problems. In terms of build quality, once you get all the bolts tightened, the main frame of the base is pretty rock solid. The machine itself looks pretty simple, but it just works. The build is actually quite nice. However, the thing that most people complain about is the handles. You twist these in and out to actuate the two scissor bars that holds the weight plate pin above the platform. The complaint is that the handles are loose and wiggles, which I can confirm that it does. This just comes down to the general design of the entire handle mechanism. It's just very rudimentary. The handles are basically friction fit into place. The bottom slips into a corresponding hole and is only held in place by two small bolts. It's not a tight fit and nothing is really locked down into place. Also, everything moves a bit rough and it's all metal on metal contact. And I might not be explaining this too well, but if you see this thing work in person, it just makes perfect sense why the handle is loose. All of that might sound negative, but I don't think it's really that big of a deal. The machine works as it should and can hold 1,000 pounds, so it's not something that I'm really worried about. It's really just a ding towards it in terms of fit and finish and perceived quality. Yeah, some padding can be added to make the parts quieter when in use, but that'll also increase the price. Speaking of price, when the SquatMax was introduced, it was selling for $1,500, but I believe Titan was giving a coupon for $200 off, so the cheapest price I've ever heard of it was $1,300. Then it jumped up to $1,800, but I do see it on sale around the $1,500 price quite often. This might just be one of those fake out sale prices to trick people into buying it at $1,500, but I personally picked it up when it went on even a further sale for $1,350. At this price, and even at $1,500, I would buy this machine again. I have no regrets about this purchase, but I would just recommend that you not buy it at the full price of $1,800 because Titan stuff always goes on sale. Just wait it out. This is one of their more well-known and more popular products, so there's a really good chance that it will go on sale. Sign up for their email newsletter because I have seen them send out coupons specifically for the SquatMax. Now, most importantly, let's talk about actually using the SquatMax. Overall, I would say that I love this machine. It feels way better than my Mammoth belt squat. When I stack it up with weights, I can actually feel that it's heavy and can get a workout in pretty quick. This is like you would if you were doing a traditional barbell squat, just without any of the additional compression on your spine. Then on top of that, the weight pin sleeve itself is 21 inches long, so you can stack a lot of plates onto it, but that of course just depends on the thickness of your plates. I know that I can get more than 600 pounds with the plates that I use, so I'm happy with that. However, something to think about is that the more plates that you stack up on that pin, the more likely that the plates themselves will start to rub the inside of your legs. Having in place before this happens really just depends on how thick your plates are and really how long your legs are. For me, the plates start rubbing my legs around 7 plates, and I have to open my legs a little bit wider. It hasn't been much of a problem yet, but it will eventually be a big problem that will prevent me from squatting properly, and I will have to build some sort of platform to raise myself up just to get a little bit more clearance. I have seen videos showing an official platform for the SquatMax that raises you up, but I don't think that that's actually available anymore, but it shouldn't be too hard for me to make some sort of platform out of wood. You can probably also get around this by only using the included narrow stance plate adapter and using smaller plates because they're narrower, but the amount of plates that you'd have to stack up just to get an equivalent workout would be ridiculous. So that's not really a solution for me. One thing that I have noticed in use and is an annoyance is the amount of travel that the weight pin carrier has when traveling up and down on the guide rod. I think that the tolerance is just too much and the pin is able to move forward, back, side to side, just too much. This means that when lifting, my plates can actually catch the lip of the circular cutout in the SquatMax. This can really throw you off when it happens in the middle of a lift. And I personally wouldn't mind having to squat just a few fractions of an inch wider so this hole can be bigger. I'd rather know that the plates can't hit the sides when I'm coming up. In terms of squat depth, I've seen reviews that said that if you're around 5 foot tall, you probably won't be able to hit parallel and will only be able to hit it around 5'5". After some testing, I find this to be a bit weird because I'm around 5'5", 5'6", and when I'm just messing around with no weight loaded onto the pin, bottoming out would mean that I'm going noticeably lower than parallel. But when I lift with over 300 pounds, I weirdly feel that I hit something at the bottom of my lift. I'm thinking that it can't be me actually bottoming out because I use the seat as a guide. I know that when I squat down and my butt touches the seat, I'm at parallel. So I never go lower when using the SquatMax. But again, I feel myself hitting something at the bottom, so I'll have to record myself and see what that is. Speaking of the seat, I want to note that it does come into the squat area a bit. Like I said, when I go down, my butt touches the seat every time, even when the seat is in its lowest position. There's really no way around this unless I move or actually remove the seat. And this is likely not something that's going to be a problem for taller people to have to worry about. But I personally would like for the seat to be offset a little bit back further so that shorter people can clear it without actually touching it. I should mention that the SquatMax does come with a belt and carabiner, so you'll be ready to use it out of the box. This is only the second belt squat belt that I've owned, the first being the one that came with my Mammoth belt squat, so I'm not the most experienced person in this regard. However, I would say that I don't like the Titan belt too much. It's wrapped in a textile material and what feels like foam in the middle. It's decently comfortable until I start to lift heavy and I can feel it start to dig in. I've noticed that around 645-pound plates, I definitely start to feel it, and I would have to compensate and wiggle around, move around a bit just to, work my way around this discomfort and to be able to actually squat down. I also don't like the multi-loop adjustment system that this belt utilizes. With this, you pick the loops that best fit your waist and you throw a carabiner around them. I have two problems with this. The first being that I use the loop closest in so that I can get maximum depth. The rest is basically just useless and gets in the way. So I'll have to think about cutting the rest off or something because, they're just completely useless to me. If you're somewhere in the middle, it might work better for you. My second issue is with the decision to make these loops out of textile because after my very first use with this belt, one of the loops is already starting to fray. This is exactly why belts like the one that came with my Mammoth belt squat comes with metal loops. So no telling how long this Titan belt will actually last. I won't be able to figure that out because I pretty much already decided to order a different belt from Spud Inc. I haven't finalized which one to order just yet, but subscribe to this channel for a further update in the future. Overall, I can't tell you how happy I am with the SquatMax-MD from Titan. The minor complaints that I previously mentioned really don't amount to anything when considering the benefits that I'm getting. Primarily a machine that allows me to get a really heavy squat movement without loading all that weight onto my spine. For me, this is an easy recommendation. This is a machine that I would buy again if I had to, and I think that's the highest praise that I can give. I hope this video has helped you out. Again, it's just really an initial impression. I will be making further videos about this machine because, like I said, I love it and I plan to use it a lot, so I'm sure I'll come up with further thoughts and opinions about it in the future. If you've enjoyed this video, I would appreciate it if you can give the video a thumbs up, share it around, comment down below with any thoughts or questions that you may have. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel for more content. And if you want to further support my work, consider hitting the join button down below to become a member of this channel or become a patron on Patreon. Thanks a lot for watching this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.